reader. It's author P.M. Mathis. Wanted to just give you some shout outs today, tell you I'm glad you stopped by. Wanted to talk to you a few minutes today about how not to be deceived. Now, let me give you, I always want to start out with a little story. So, my story today is going to be one that my husband, you know, has said to me in order to get my video seen that I have to doll myself up, have to make sure everything is in order. Now, I could take that, as an insult, but some people are more about what they see, their eyesight. A lot of people are about the content of the message, and I pray that it's about the content for you because that's my main goal. Now, if I had taken his advice, I might have said, hey, I'm not even going to try. Nobody's going to, look at this. Although cute, gray haired woman to get advice from. But today, I want you to understand that this really is a message that I think that you will benefit from because we're at a time in society where everybody's trying to identify with something. And that's why the transgender situation has become the spotlight, the hot topic. But we as a minority should not have to, excuse me, that small group of minority should not force their thought processes, their desires, their need to be recognized on the majority. And why should we have to say yes to our rights being violated? Is that not why Jesus died? So that we might be healed as a nation from our bend over backwards attitudes to make someone feel welcome. When the majority is being overran by the opposing opinion. Remember, that is how prayer got taken out of schools because one person decided that they didn't like that. Again, remember, this issue is so we won't be deceived. So as a as a nation, we won't get caught up in these dividing lines, making one issue a hot topic, spotlighted issue when there are so many things that are going unnoticed, unchallenged, because we're being deceived that these things that we're seeing on TV, these things that are um, being broadcast as the trending topics are not really as important as us understanding where we are as a nation. What is happening is that we are taking sides, and those who refuse to understand the opposing side becomes the enemy of the state. With a simple statement being deemed intolerant and insensitive, then understanding is thrown out of the window. Because who's going to listen? If I have a thought process, if I have an opinion, just like my husband had an opinion about my appearance, then I might not do anything. But I mean, I could have been hurt by his words, but why should I do that? Because to me, it's all about the content. We are being lured into a false sense of security that it is okay to lay down the safety of living in a world that loves God and the perfection his love provides. Now, I want to read you a scripture, 1 Peter 5:8, which says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walks about roaming like a lion, seeking who he may devour. Now, we have to understand that that's our real enemy, Satan. We're not fighting against flesh and blood, although that's what he would have us do, because we're becoming this divided society where prayer is becoming this obsolete way of living, the obsolete way of living our lives and surviving as a nation It is important that we understand that God is all powerful. He has our backs. We are protected as long as we stick together as a nation and pray. We cannot be deceived by the enemy. Nothing that you have experienced has an end unless you allow it to. You can come back from just about anything. As long as you trust God will enable you and you walk it out until you believe it yourself, your power will overcome is definitely what you must possess. You have to believe, you have to trust that you have the power, the strength, the ability to do anything that you need to live, not just survive, but live and not be deceived and lulled into this false sense of reality that everything that's wrong is now becoming right. Know that all is possible with the one that created you, and he wants you to succeed. So let not the enemy, remember, the adversary of God, not human flesh, not just because I have an opinion that does not agree with yours, that does not mean I hate, don't love, because being a Christian means that I forgive and I love, just like Jesus did. So let not the enemy deceive you to believe that wrong appearing right has to be acceptable to you. I hope that these key areas will help you not be deceived, tricked, or manipulated. In everything, trust God, give Him the power, the ability to give you your strength and your courage. This has been P.M. Mathis, author of the 3 books that you see sitting behind me. You Are God's Love Story, Daddy, You Can Hold My Hand, and coming very soon, Ordinary Princess. I would also like for you to join me on my YouTube page. You can look up Ordinary Space, P.M. Mathis, and that will definitely take you to my page. I hope that it's about the content. Prove me right, and that understanding that it is about the content. Yes, you can be cute, and I know there's a lot of beautiful women, a lot of handsome men out there, but for the rest of us who are cute, you know what I'm saying, and may not stand out and just really are these ordinary princesses and prince, give us a look see. See what we're talking about. And always remember that you have the power not to be deceived, not to be overlooked, not to be judged by your appearance. And yes, sometimes we say the wrong things, we have the wrong thought processes, but that does not mean that we're unable to add to the conversation and have somebody be blessed by our words. So I want you to remember this has been P.M. Mathis, a Pew Partner presentation. Thank you.